Karate Kid Legends spoiler review. Welcome back to the channel. If you've not seen Karate Kid Legends, which hopefully you don't, sorry. But this is my spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it, click off the video and come back to it later. Terrible! I do not need to scream that loud. I apologize. But man, this movie, actually now that I think it may be the worst movie I've ever been in theaters for. The only movie I think, the only movie that is close to it is the Thor 4 or 5, whatever the last Thor, or maybe the last Thor movie, whatever one had Christian Bale in it. I don't know. I love Christian Bale, but that movie sucked. Karate Kid Legends is worse though, honestly. I'll go through a bigger review on the movie. I'll do a live stream, not tonight. I'm going to a concert tonight, but maybe probably on the weekend I'll go through a more thorough review on it on the live stream. So expect a live stream this weekend. Hopefully we get that done. But yeah, this movie was just simply awful. Like, I don't know what to say. Trap Fandango though, they gave me they sent a thing to go to an early preview of the movie. I didn't end up going because for me, they didn't let me bring anyone to the movie. I'm not about to go to Karate Kid Legends by myself. That is honestly sad. So I went the next day. I went today, which was a great choice by me because I got to go another day in my life without seeing this movie. And man, that was not a great decision because I wish I never saw this movie. I had low expectations for this movie ever since it was first announced 2.5, 3 years ago now. I don't even remember. But I had crazy low expectations for this movie, and somehow they didn't even meet those expectations. This movie was just brutal. I even had low expectations when they announced Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. I knew it was going to be bad ever since then. And I had crazy low expectations. I expected it just to have the tiniest bit of just heart into the movie. It didn't even have that. This movie had no identity, no heart, no soul, just nothing. It was just like the most obvious cash grab I've ever seen in my entire life. And honestly, it may work because at least through my experience at theater that we went to, it was the first showing, so I guess it makes sense. But it wasn't packed, but it was very filled up with people. It had a ton of people there. And, you know, the movie and the experience is horrible. I mean, going to the theater was fine with friends, but like the actual movie experience, horrible. Lee Fong is a terrible protagonist. So boring. The mom, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot Ming-Na Wen was gonna be in the movie until I watched it, which I love Ming-Na Wen. She's a great actress. She's in the Marvel Agents show, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like that show, watched it a few years ago. As well as Fennec Chan. So I love Ming-Na Wen, but the mom was honestly so bad too. Like, there's not a good part of this movie. Like, you'd expect the mom to at least be good, and the mom's even goddamn boring. Like, so bad. Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan were like, I knew Ralph Macchio wasn't gonna be in that much of the movie. I heard that. I didn't know Jackie Chan wasn't gonna be that much of the movie. He was in little to nothing in the movie. I mean, they were maybe in the movie for 25 minutes of a hour and 20-minute movie. I mean, it was a quick movie, but they were barely in the movie. It's sad to see because, you know, you knew why they were in the movie. It was for marketing reasons. You know, I'm mad at Ralph Macchio for being in this movie because he's always talking about preserving the Karate Kid legacy, and maybe not those words exactly, but he absolutely did not do that. You know, you could argue this movie would have happened with or without him, but Daniel LaRusso did not need to be a part of this movie. But Ralph Macchio took the cash grab, took the cash, and was a part of this horrible film. Same with Johnny. I thought Johnny was going to be in a little more of the movie, even though they never officially announced it. I saw like the leaks. I thought he was going to be in more than one scene at the end, but he wasn't. As for the love interest, Mia, she was fine. Like, I could care less about all of that. It's sad when you watch a show like Cobra Kai that has a fraction of the budget that this movie had, and see that the fight scenes are 10 times better in Cobra Kai than they were in this. Yeah, I guess the last fight scene was pretty cool. But it wasn't like that good. The Karate Kid, the villain was the worst you've ever seen in a Karate Kid. Even worse than the 2010 Karate Kid, which I hate that movie, but this movie is way worse than even that. The villain in the 2010 Karate Kid, I don't remember his name either, but he wasn't terrible. The villain in this movie, I again, no heart, no soul. I did not care. I'm not gonna say Ben Wang is a bad actor, but all I'm saying is they had a global casting announcement, and then they announced him like maybe a month and a half, 2 months later. There's no way they could have gone through all the applications and actually went through a like thorough process of announcing it in that amount of time. As well, they filmed the movie in about 2 months. It's just the most obvious cash grab ever. And with the movie being only an hour and a half, but it's actually like an hour and 15 minutes with it feels like an hour. Actually, it feels like 5 hours because of how bad it is. But such a quick movie, and the fact that it's just a terrible movie, and like the critic reviews I've seen are horrible on it. Um, so I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I mean, by no means am I a cinema expert whatsoever. I don't watch that many movies, but I know when a movie's bad and when a movie's good. And this movie was terrible. Yeah, no means am I a cinema expert. I'm not claiming to be a cinema expert here, but man, was it like I know when a movie's terrible, and this is the definition of a terrible movie. No heart, no soul. You just do not care about it whatsoever. Um, Sad to see Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan be a part of those because those two are legends. Sad to see them, just staying the Karate Kid legacy. They try to implement Mr. Miyagi into it a little bit, which I thought was cool that they tried it at least. But like again, no heart, no soul. I just did not feel anything. The movie just did not have an identity. I don't have enough bad things to say about this movie, honestly. Cobra Kai season 6 wasn't even that good. It was my least favorite Cobra Kai season by far. And yet, after watching season 6 a few months ago and watching this, you're even more disappointed. So that shows how bottom of the barrel this movie is. If I had to give it out of 10, I'd give it 3.5, 4 out of 10. Just not a good movie. Disappointing. It had its moments. Very few that were actually a little entertaining. Seeing Johnny and Daniel was cool. I'll give it that. But that's hard to mess up if you're gonna put Johnny and Daniel in a movie. It's hard to make that look bad with Ralph Macchio and William Zabka. So by no means am I a cinema expert, as I said, but man, I can tell you this movie's horrible. If you have not seen this movie, which I'm guessing everybody watching this video at this point has, as well as watching the channel will, I would not see this movie. I get it because it's in the Karate Kid franchise, but honestly, it's just wasted time. I wish I didn't go, to be honest. I wish I just waited for it to go to digital. So that's my review on the movie. Again, I'll probably go on a more spoiler review on the weekend. So expect that. So we'll stay on that. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. I've been pretty busy. But now that it's summer, I'll hopefully be making more videos. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it's not a Karate Kid Legends video. See you guys. Peace.